Hey, hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I'll really appreciate you. Okay, real quick, I just have to say my hair, it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I ironed it this morning, like my flat iron, before I checked the humidity for the day. And as I was starting to, flatten, straighten my left side, I had just done my right side was starting to look bigger than it had, and I was like, oh man. So I checked the humidity and it's like 91% today. So my hair is not cute, but we're gonna pretend like it doesn't matter and just play makeups. Sound good? Today's video is episode 178 in the Throwback Thursday series I'm doing using old makeups. Not oogie old, just not talked about old. And today's palette of choice is the Nomad Cosmetics Paradise Islands. I probably put this in the thumbnail or something, but yeah. I know everyone is on and on and on and on about fall, autumn coming in, and they're super excited. I am not. I'm holding on to summer by the tips of my nails. That's the color story. And I guess quite literally the tips of my nails. I spent way too long yesterday doing my nails, little like drippy ice creams, little ice cream cone nail doobie. I don't know. I'm not ready for fall. I like fall. I'm excited for it when it comes, but we barely just got summer and I'm not ready. The leaves are changing. I'm not a happy camper. So I figured I'll play with this palette today and just, hold on a little longer. That's my plan. I'm sorry if you're super into autumn and you're waiting for autumn kind of looks. I will get there, and I love the shades for autumn, but I'm not ready yet. So let's just play summer for a few more minutes. I think I want to do something very pink and blue, maybe with some of that fish shade that I love so much. But let's start with the blue shade that I've never been able to pronounce because, uncultured swine. Whew, look at that. I mean, that is such a pretty blue, even with my skin tone. I love this shade of blue. It's so good. I don't even know if this palette is still available. If it is, you should get it because it's amazing. I love this palette. I have loved this palette since I got it. The formulas, the shades, everything in this is amazing. It's so good. A lot of the shades are satin, which I don't know. I know not everyone loves, and I didn't used to because I didn't understand them. But now I just love them for what they are and not trying to make them be something else. They're so good. Love. In case you couldn't tell. All right, I'm gonna go back in with some more of the dark or the blue shade on my outer lid area. I'm just gonna build it up a little bit through my crease, which is not my actual crease because my eyes are hooded. So I gotta take it up higher than my actual crease if I wanted to show when I look straight ahead. So yeah, I'm just going to blend a little bit along the edge. So good. I think on a smaller brush, I'm gonna boop into the shade Sky and just around the edge, we'll haze a little bit of that kind of light pink. That seems like it could be fun. And obviously if I mix the two, we're gonna get something purpley, which I'm never mad at. Purple's a fun color. Going back in with the brush. I had the blue on, and I'm just going to move around the edge. I'll go back in off camera with the mirror up close so I can see what I'm doing, but we're gonna leave it like this for now. And I'm going right into the shade Moire. I'm so excited for this. When I did my nails yesterday, I wasn't entirely sure what video I was gonna film today or what I was gonna use, but this morning when I got up, I knew exactly what palette and what look I was, going to attempt to go for at the very least. Sometimes it's not quite what I had in mind, but I usually get there in the end. That is awesome. On the other side, I'm gonna go into Tahiti. It is purple. I'm just going to put that along the pink with the blue and just mix them a little bit because why not, right? I'm going to use my Moda brush. This is the Filbert something, I don't know. I just call him Phil. And I'm gonna go into the shade Whale. This is one of the satin shades, and I'm just going to use this up along this edge, just for a little something fun. These eyeshadows are so cool. I'm going to go into the shade Fish. I was thinking I would use maybe an orangey shade, but I forgot about Fish. And that is going to be the inner corner pop. I think I need to layer on more of Moire, and I might want to wet it. I just use water to wet my eyeshadows. It doesn't ruin your eyeshadow to wet it, not even in the pan. I know we used to think that, but it is not true. How pretty that is. And then again, I'm gonna flip over and go into Tahiti. And blend. Yeah, I think that's pretty cute. I will go in now off camera and just make sure it's blended and looks right along the transition area. I'll do the other side. Nope, I'll do the other eye, whack on my face, and I'll come back and show you the finished look. And that'll be Throwback Thursday, done and dusted. All right, I'm back, and obviously everything is done. Let me scoot you in for an up-close reconnoiter at the eyes. I used the shade that I can't say, the blue, and then I used Whale on my lower lash line. That's it. I really like this look. I think it is so incredibly fun. Real quick, let me just run through what I did to, I don't know, finish off my face and my eyes. I used my LA Girl Pastel Dream Liner in powder blue for my lower waterline, and then I used my LA Girl Ultimate Intense Stay Auto Liner in the shade Continuous Charcoal as my tight line on my upper lid. My mascara is the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black It's pretty much what I use most of the time. All of my face products are older. I used my Tarte stick concealers as my foundation and concealer. My setting powder is the Sephora loose translucent powder, as well as the Huda pink one that I got, like the baby size. My contour is the Sephora contour. My finishing powder is the Sephora finishing powder. My bronzer is the Nebula Skin Glazing in Dune. Skin Bronzing in Dune. And my highlight is the Sugar Drizzle palette that I got from Erlene. And I'm using the shade Love and Stars, maybe. It's this pink one, second to the end, right there, as my highlight in all the highlighty spots. My blush is the pink Moray shade that I used on my eyes. I use that as my blush just lightly on a floofy brush. It was perfect. How could I not do that? I mean, talk about tying a look together. And then my lip is the Juvia's Place lip liner in Lush, as well as the new Nomad lipstick in Devil's Book. That's everything. I think this is super fun. I love summer. I can't help it. I want warm, sunny days all the time. I'm not good in the cold. And it's been cold here. Like this morning at probably 9:30ish, it was only 60 degrees. So getting cold, and it's gonna stay that way pretty soon. It's a bummer. So anyway, that is Throwback Thursday done and dusted. Do you have this palette? Because it's beautiful. I don't know why I don't reach for it more. There's this shade here called Bora Bora, which when you're looking at it looks pink, but it shifts to blue, which you're not going to see. And then Whale, the one I have kind of all over, is just this really pretty bluey purple-ish. They're just so pretty. I love this palette. So much. Anyway, this also makes another palette that I've used from Nomad. I'm trying to use all of the palettes that I have for their 10-year celebration. I have 38 in total, and I think I only have 8 or 9 left that I haven't used this year. So that's pretty exciting. Okay. I think that's it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to chatting with you in the comment section on, you know, what you think of the look. I mean, obviously it's very colorful. Are you an autumn lover, or are you still hanging on to summer by your fingernails as well? I'm Dorkfish. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Be good, and remember to be kind to you.